just getting ready to do my art journal habit, which is a daily habit of doing art journaling. We have prompts on our Facebook group, which is Art Joy of Sharing, and the links you should find down below. But yeah, come and join us. We've been doing this. We do challenges off and on throughout the year, and so come and join us. But today, I have my prompt list, and the prompt for today is tropical. Now, you guys know how much I've been loving this gold gesso, and I've been cleaning out my Marabou and DecoArt Media sprays, as you can see over here, because the sprays clog, and you know, I don't care. I clean them after I use them. They're going to clog. So just be forewarned that they don't always work exactly the way you want them to. But this gives me an opportunity. I have some of my favorite tropical looking stencils here. And one of the things that is fun to do, let's see, these are Stencil Girl product. This is from Daniela Wolf. This one might be a Tracy Batista. I don't see a name on that one, but it looks like Tracy. This one is also Daniela Wolf. This looks like a Tracy Batista to me. Just saying. I know her style. This one I absolutely love, which is a Tracy. I know that for sure. This one looks like a new one that I've added, and I'm not sure if that's Tracy or not, but it certainly looks like it could be her style. And then this is a piece of a Tracy Batista, because I cut it up, because I do that. So I'm going to get started with some of these stencils. First thing I want to do, I've got that gesso down, and I think I want to try one of Tracy's techniques, which is where you just take the cloth that's saturated with all this goodness, and I'm going to take a brayer. I'm going to see if I can get that to transfer through my stencil and get an impression with that. I get an impression. It's not exactly what I anticipated, but that's okay. You know, I think if it was on a more porous surface, it might work differently. So let's try that. Let's get a piece of paper here and just try stenciling on a piece of paper. Now you notice I have paper everywhere because I've been spraying and making messes and stuff. So let's see what happens if you're just on a absorbent piece of paper. Yeah, see, you get a totally different effect. So this is really meant for something that's more absorbent for a technique. So I think I will save that for another day. I have some Bristow over here that I've been cleaning off on, and so I can take these stencils and just, you know, do that type of technique over here on these pages. And then these will be collage components for later, because those are fun pieces. And actually, I could maybe even use some of these for collage in what I'm doing here today. Let me get, I want to try this stencil with one of these. Let me flip a page. I've got this beautiful fuchsia color. And I've got one of my favorites, which is this one. Let's try and see what we get with this. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll do the opposite over here. Use it as a mask. And flip. Put that down. Put this down. You know, sometimes journaling isn't about the finished page. Sometimes it's about making the components. And right now that's what I'm doing. I'm getting into this, making my component stuff. Because this is so pretty. I mean, what a great start to a page, right? Yeah, I'm loving that. You know, it might not be a gold gesso day. I might flip to another page because I'm really liking that. And you know, you need to go where your muse tells you to go, right? So let me see what I've got. Oh, I've got this one. Let's see if it works on here. This is just some typing paper. I don't know if I coated that or not, but let's give it a try. Let's do this. No, let's go back to my original one, which was this one. And where's my greens? I got a green rag here. Well, sort of green, sort of everything rag, right? Now, because these are acrylic sprays, they will dry down permanent, which is what I will be looking for. Is something that's permanent on my page. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Where's my other green one? I had two of those rags. Here we go. Here's another green rag. So remember, when you get these things saturated, they're still beautiful art components. Don't give up on them. And then I can let these dry, and I can use these in my backgrounds and things. But that's pretty cool right there. That's pretty cool, right? So, all right, I think we're going to move on with this page. So I have, where's that piece of Bristol? I have this piece of Bristol. I'm going to stick it under there. I actually think I want a little bit more of that green color on here in certain areas. So let me get my brayer. Get some of that up here. Down here. Let's see where we are now. Yeah, I'm liking that. So that's pretty cool. All right, so then I have my stencil, right? And I have a smudgy. Actually, I still have this. Let's see what this will do over the top of that green. Might make a real mess now. Just saying. Oh no, it's just another interesting layer. All right, let's go for it. Liking that. This is so fun, guys. This is as good as jelly printing. I'm telling you, I could just keep doing this. Right? I could just keep doing this because look at those. All right, and I've still got lots of good stuff in here. So I'm gonna use some more of this before I'm done. I want to try this again with the stencil on top. That's with the stencil on top. Now I'm going to put the stencil underneath. And brayer again. Yeah, liking this. Okay, and then you see where that is like that. I can then come in with another color. Where's my sponge? I've got a light magenta golden here. And my little, what do they call these? Scruffy, grungy, I don't know. Smudgy. That's what it is. It's a smudgy. I get these from Stencil Girl. This is called a smudgy. And so I'm just gonna put some of that down here on this page because this will become a component for something else later. And let's see, I got the light magenta. Let's get the Quin magenta here from Golden. Oh, if I can get it open. My hands, guys. Oh, I cracked it. Yay. Okay. A little bit of the Quin magenta. Love that deep color. Just flip my smudgy around to the other side and get some of that picked up because I want to use that out on the edges here. That is so gorgeous. Love that color. Let's see what we're doing here. Oh, isn't that cool? Yeah. Okay, so now I moved it. Let's go back over here and just get a little bit in this area. because I'm not sure how I'm going to use this one. I'm just having to play with the stuff I've got out here. But I do like those colors. So I think now that I've got this much, I set this Bristol aside. This is just a cheap Bristol that I picked up. I don't even know where I was. I was out shopping someplace. But see how much collage component stuff I've made in just a few minutes here? This is great. This is really great. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different starts and my rags and my other rag. But this was Daler-Rowney. I picked up for $4.99. Looks like I got it from one of those half-price discount stores. Anyway, so now I've got this going on. This is really a pretty big stencil for this particular piece, but I like this. I really like those leaves. I really like, oh, it's just so hard. All right, I'm gonna switch stencils. I'm gonna switch to this is a stencil and a mask, and this also is a Tracy Batista. You might know by now I like Tracy's work. Okay, so let's go back to that. Let's go back to that light magenta. Get a little bit of that. Because I wanna play with this stencil. So just gonna get some of that down. So I'm just going to speed up the process here a little bit. You guys have all seen me stencil before, and if not, go check out some of my other stenciling videos. But this is another Tracy Batista. I'm using light magenta from Golden, and I am stenciling that image onto my page in 3 different places because we know everything's better in 3s, 5s, 7s, right? Odd numbers. So I'm getting that down onto the page, and I'm liking what I'm getting. And then I'm looking for the contrast. I love all the layers. I love being able to see what's behind, but I also feel like this requires some more contrast. So you can see I am just cleaning off some of the paint that I have left over onto those other pages that I had created some textural color with on that Bristol pad, and now I'm going back in with my bubble wrap and hitting a few spots and using my sponge to go around the edges of my page a little bit. And then I'm going to grab, this is another one of my favorites from Tracy Batista and Stencil Girl, and I'm going to use some Payne's Gray on my sponge. I can never call them right. Scruffy? Whatever. And get some of that into my background. So now I'm creating that dark or that depth. And I like the contrast, the play between the light, the dark, the dimension, the size, you know, all of those things are playing together here. So anyway, here's some final shots, and I hope you enjoyed today's tropical adventure. And life is a grand adventure, so make it count, and I'll see you again tomorrow. So be kind, love one another, and bye for now.